Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jen, and today I'm going to show you how to make the yummiest, fluffy, and light almond cake. It is so good. I love it, and it's gluten-free. Here's the tools you're going to need if you want to take a quick screenshot of this. So first, we're going to measure out our almond flour. The best way to do this to get the right measurements is just scoop it and level it. Next, let's go ahead and separate our egg whites from the yolks. It's best if these are at room temperature, but if you can't do that, it's not a deal breaker. So we have to really make sure that none of the yolk at all gets in the whites. So I like to do one egg at a time and then transfer it to a separate bowl so I don't ruin my whole batch. If you do get a little egg yolk in it, just try your best to get it out, and if you still have a little left, it's okay. It'll still whip up, but it'll just take a little longer. Also, make sure that you put your eggs you need out in a separate bowl because you will lose count. I hate when that happens. Time to zest that lemon. I love this part. It smells so good. Okay, go ahead and put your yolks and sugar in the mixing bowl and beat it on high until it's thick and creamy and lightens up in color. It'll take about 3 minutes. Okay, so go ahead and add the lemon zest now. And just hand mix that in a little bit. Okay, you can start adding the almond flour. I find just adding a little at a time is easiest, and just fold it in and stir it around just by hand. Okay, now grab a second mixing bowl and put all the egg whites in there, and you're going to beat this on high until stiff peaks form. That should take about 2 minutes if you didn't have any egg yolk in there. If you did, it should take about 3 times longer, maybe longer. Just keep whipping it up till it stiff peaks form. We have a lot of eggs in this bowl, so it may be hard to see the peaks, so it's basically going to look like cotton candy. Okay, so you're going to want to go ahead and start folding these egg whites in right away because if you leave them out too long, they start to kind of melt. So go ahead and fold these in just until they're mixed together. We don't want to overmix this. Time to coat our pans with some cake release. I highly recommend you using this cake release. It's never let me down. It's equal parts vegetable oil, vegetable shortening, and flour. Okay, go ahead and fill your pans halfway full with the batter. And you're going to want to bake this at 350 for about 30 minutes, but go ahead and check it. You're going to do it till the top is firm. And also until a toothpick comes out of the center clean. You can go ahead and put your almond slices on the top now before you bake it. I chose not to do this so you could see what the cake should look like without it. Okay, so this is what these should look like. If they're domed at all on top, you can go ahead and put a kitchen towel on top with your oven mitts on and push down until they're flattened. And let them cool in the pan for about 10 minutes before you go ahead and flip those over. And then after that, let them cool to room temperature before you wrap them in plastic wrap. And then I put them in a Ziploc freezer bag and I put them in the freezer. And I like to freeze these because cakes are more moist after you freeze them. So that's it. Now you know how to make almond cake. I can't wait for you to taste it. It is so moist and yummy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and can't wait to see you next time.